Everyone, welcome to day 25 of quarantine. Today I'll be showing you guys how to make this rope necklace, which I was taught about 7 years ago by a relative of mine from Egypt. It's really easy to make and I absolutely love it. Okay guys, so what you'll need is this 100% polyester rope, about 3 to 4 meters, depending on how long you want your necklace to be. You can get this from Spotlight. And the reason why it needs to be 100% polyester is because we will be burning the edges later to clean it up. And you'll also need about 1/2 inch of a plastic straw. This one I got from McDonald's. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be doing is making these knots, which are fairly simple. So what you're going to do is you want to grab your rope about 30 centimeters off, and then grab your straw, put it under your rope, and then start wrapping around it. So you hold the top bit down here and you wrap around it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you grab this end and you thread it through. Cool. And then you pull. Really, really tight. Okay? And then you just pull out your straw and you do it again. So to do your next knot, what you want to do is you want to align this end of the straw with this end of the knot, just like that, and then hold it together and do exactly what you did before. So wrap it around 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then you put it straight through the straw again and pull. Cool. And the separation between each knot is really just preferences. I like to do about 1/2 inch, but it doesn't really matter. Just ensure that you pull it tight or else you're going to get uneven spaces. And you just keep doing this until you reach your desired length. Some people like to have symbols for how many knots they do, so 12 for the 12 apostles. Someone has asked me to do 40 knots for the 40 days that Jesus has fasted. But it really just depends on you. So here I have the necklace to my desired length, which is about 20 knots, 63-ish centimeters from knot to knot. I like this length because the cross sits just next to your heart. You'll notice a couple of things. On this end I've left about 20 centimeters, and it's important you leave about this length for the next bit. And you'll also notice that there's also this really, really long end of the rope, which is very important, so make sure you leave this. Do not cut it off just yet. Okay, so for this next bit, what you want to do is you want to get the 2 last knots and align them together, as well as you can, and make sure the ropes are aligned as well. Get your straw, and we're going to do a similar thing, except we're going to wrap the rope around both of these ropes. So what do I mean by this? So you get your straw, align it like we usually do, get your short end and do 4 rounds again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then thread it through the straw again, ensuring that the longer rope is inside your loops. Okay, so pull the straw through and tighten it. Okay, you want to try keep it at a separation that's equivalent to what you did before, just so it looks equal and nice. And there you have it. There's the closed loop. So the next thing to do is our cross. But before I do the cross, I like to put a knot between the loop and my cross. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And another thing you'll also need to do is to cut about 30 centimeters off the end of the rope. And when you do that, just to tie up the end, so I'll show you an example. Just to tie up the end, so you cut off the rope. What tends to happen with the polyester is it gets all fluffy like that. So if you grab your lighter and just do that, it melts it away, and you can just bend it down. Okay, so I've gone ahead and done the knot between my loop and cross, and you'll also notice I've done a second knot here, which is slightly bigger. This will be the start of our cross, and you'll want to do this with 5 loops instead of 4, and you'll do the same thing on the shorter rope that we cut earlier. Okay, and the next thing we're going to do is where we connect the arms of the cross together. Okay, so you're going to do 2 loops like that. So you're going to do 1 loop where the rope goes under, and then you're going to do a second loop just like that. Cool. And then you're going to put these on top of each other like this, and then get your longer rope on the main body of your necklace, and you're going to thread it through. Okay, until you reach the other bit of the cross, and this bit can get a bit complicated, so you really have to watch how your hands are threading the rope. But essentially what you want to do is you want to pull this bit of the cross tied up against the main body of the necklace. So just like that. Okay, now we can start seeing our cross taking shape. Okay, and then what we're going to do is finish up the rest of the cross. So you're going to do again on this side 5 loops, and then on the bottom of the cross you'll do 6 loops. So once you've finished that, the rest is pretty straightforward. You're just cutting off all the ends like this. Don't get too close so the polyester doesn't come loose. Make sure you remember to cut this bit as well, and then you just use the lighter and burn it down. And there you have it. There's your cross necklace. Make sure to show us what you guys have made. You can definitely apply this method to so many other things. I've made a bracelet before, and it's really easy and fun to make. Bye everyone!